Hey guys, welcome to Thriving Thursday here on our YouTube channel and also on my private health group Facebook page. I am so excited. Today is kind of a relaxing day. And by relaxing day, I just mean that I actually got up and went to a friend's house and did a great yoga class and started my day moving and being instructed on how to do it too, because you can do your own yoga at home, but sometimes it's really nice to have instruction and community and a great surrounding too, because she's got a great backyard. So I'm not complaining. And also, I did a couple things that I wanted to do and go buy some things for the backyard and get some gardening done and stuff like that. So today is kind of a casual day. And so we're going to be talking about wellness trends for 2021. Obviously, 2020 threw us for a loop with the COVID, coronavirus, all of that, and has continued. And so the wellness trends are on the rise. So people are now looking into, how do we get our immune system up? Are there immune boosters that we can be taking, certain supplements that we can be taking and stuff like that. But I wanted to share with you guys a couple of the trends this year that have been kind of booming and some of the ones that I'm actually going to be able to take advantage of. So I'm really excited about that and to be able to share it with you guys. So the first one is virtual fitness. And some people still have issues with getting together with a large amount of people. And all for good reason, because it's just questionable. But there are some virtual fitness instructors and things that you can actually do at home. But one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys today is something that I have signed up for, and it's called HotWorks. It is coming to a city, close to me now. I know a lot of them have been in other states like Texas and back east and the Midwest. But we're finally getting some here in California. And so I'm really excited about that. HotWorks is a studio that allows you to have, they have like about, I think, 10 different studios where you go into the studio. You could be doing a spin class, you could be doing yoga, just regular weights. And because it's called HotWorks, yes, it is in a hot room. I can't remember what they said the degrees was in there, but you're going to be sweating it out. But the good thing about it is that it's a virtual fitness class. So the studios only fit about 3 people. And so you can reserve those things ahead of time. And if you get your friends to go with you, like I have, we're going to be going and taking up that room if we can for ourselves. So we know who we're with and we try to stay safe in that virtual class. So for example, if we're doing a spin class, there will be the bikes already set up in that studio, and they will have a TV up on the wall where the instructor will come on. And I've yet to do this, so I don't know if it's a pre-recorded instructor or if it's a live instructor. So hopefully by November, they will have all of their permits and everything ready and get their place open for us to try that. But that's a great thing to do is virtual fitness. Another way that I do it when I don't go somewhere or to a friend's house is with my phone. I love the app called FitOn, and I use them all the time. They have great instructors. And you can do workouts anywhere from 5-minute stretches to 25 minutes or 30-minute workouts. And it really, depends on what you're looking to do. It has a profile that you can set up for yourself. It's really, really a great way to work out at home in the privacy of your home if you are worried about going back to the gym and getting in classes with a bunch of people you don't know, a bunch of sweaty people you don't know. But anyway, that was one thing. The second thing is respiratory wellness, which is something that we talked about last week, which I was excited about. Karen was here with us from Spark Vesta and talking to us about breath work. So if you haven't seen that video, I will post it at the end of this video and you can go check it out on our YouTube channel there. But she spent a little time with us and explained to us, what is that? What is respiratory wellness? What is intentional breathing? And why should we be doing that? So check out that video. But that's another great thing that is coming up as a wellness trend this year. And then sleep. It says that, right now, we are all or have all lost a lot of sleep with the stress of everything that we've gone through since last year. And 20% of Americans sleep less than 6 hours already as it is. And then we complain or struggle throughout the day because we're truly exhausted. So if we're not getting that 7 to 8 hours of sleep and getting a deep sleep, we are taking away the time that our body uses to replenish itself and to restore itself at night. So, there was a gentleman, Matthew Walker. He's an author. He wrote a book called Why We Sleep. And uh, he says this quote, and I don't want to quote him wrong. So it says, humans are the only species that deliberately deprive themselves of sleep for no apparent gain. And it just made me think as I look over to the side and I see my puppies sleeping. It's the middle of the day and they're sleeping. They'll go out, they'll run around, they'll have some fun, they'll come back in, they'll sleep again. And we have a running joke in our house that once, they've come in for the night, they've been sleeping for a few hours. And when we get ready to go to bed, we're like, oh, it's that time, your favorite time. Get up and go back to sleep. Dogs sleep a lot. Cats sleep a lot. Birds sleep, right? Horses sleep. Every other species sleeps, and they sleep when they want to sleep. Do they have a job? Probably not. But we are the only species that literally just don't sleep. And we find reasons why we can't sleep. And most of the population now that are working outside of the home, or even if you're working inside the home now due to COVID and all of the stay-at-home measures that we had to learn to do, is it better or is it worse? I don't know. You guys tell me. I've been working at home for almost 4 years now. So to me, it wasn't much of a change other than I couldn't go out. I couldn't go to certain places that I would normally go to during certain breaks in my day. But if you're working 12 hours a day, when is that sleep schedule going to start? So, because of course you have so many things that you need to get done during the day and after your work day. So, again, it's very, very important to get your sleep so that your body can restore itself in a deep, deep sleep. Okay. You can be asleep and you can get up every hour or so to go to the restroom, or just because your mind is going a million miles an hour and you can't really get that deep sleep. So sleep is another very important wellness trend that people are looking into more. How can they get better sleep? And honestly, I will tell you, there are some amazing supplements that you can take. I do not advocate for melatonin because taking melatonin does not allow your body to create its own natural melatonin. So taking supplements that are already using something that is created in your body and that is going to allow you to create more of that so you can get that good restorative sleep. If you have questions about that, please reach out to me and I will share that supplement that our family takes for that. And also schedules, you guys. boundaries and schedules. We all have work, we all have families. Whether it's your fur babies or kids or children and things like that. We're always running around and doing things. And we need to put some boundaries up because one of the major ones was self care. That is a huge wellness trend right now, is self care. And how do we get that? How do we find the time to add in some self care? And what does that self care look like? So, again, these were a couple of the wellness trends for 2021 that stood out and that I wanted to share with you guys. But we do have to put our boundaries out there so that we are preventing dis-ease. Okay, we want to have the self-care, we want to have the time to sleep, maybe even if you need a nap during the day. Google and a couple of other really big companies, they have sleep pods and things around the office that kind of change the way that you know it, it changes the way that the office looks. And they do it and they invest their money in that because they know that when people have a calmer or a more fun sense of work or surroundings in their work area, if they are allowed to take a 15-minute, 20-minute nap and come back and be even more productive, then that's an investment for them. So we have to be like Google or like some of those big places that have these, great things for their employees where they can get the rest that they need to get to be that much more productive for them. And we need to make those boundaries in our life as well. So, what the work boundary is. Do we really need to work 12 to 14-hour days? How can we be more effective? Do we need to take a class on scheduling? Do we need to read a book? And I will tell you guys the book Boundaries. Let me see if I can pull up who actually wrote that book. But I read this a long time ago and I loved it, you guys. It really made a difference in my life because, as a mom and as a single mom for a long time, it was all about, working and my son's time, and I didn't really make much time for anything else. It was all about those things. But if somebody else wanted to do something, or if my mom wanted to do something, or if another family member wanted to do something, or friends wanted to do something, I was being pulled in all sorts of different directions, and I wasn't getting what I wanted to get done. So putting those boundaries up are amazing. So took me a minute. Okay, Boundaries by John Townsend and Henry Cloud. Great book. Let me see if, oop, there we go. I can show you guys. Can you see that? Hold on. There we go. Boundaries. This is a great book for you guys to check out. I loved it, and I will probably read it again because, once we read something and we take it in, if we aren't using the actions or doing the actions that came from what we just learned, why are we reading it? So, and with Audible, sometimes it's easy to just listen to things while we're in the car. Maybe we're not really focused 100%. So, reading these books over and over again is another great way to get them in your brain. So, anyway, you guys, I just wanted to throw those out there. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. And, maybe Google some other, wellness trends that are going on right now. I know for my family and we have a great company, a couple great companies that we work with that, we use for our nutrition as well as our supplementation. And you guys, it's all about preventative measures. Okay, who knew that COVID was going to come up? Who knew that it was going to last this long? But it's here and we know about it. So let's look into how we can prevent these things. Let's look into how we can boost our immune system so that we don't have to, uh, you know, get sick. Or because as many are getting vaccinations, many are still getting sick. So you guys really working on your immune system, getting the supplementation that we need because sometimes our nutrition is not giving us all the nutrients that we used to receive, 100 years ago. So uh, it's very, very important to start looking those things up. So I invite you guys to Google around and check out the wellness trends for 2021 as well, and see what's out there that you want to incorporate into your life. Check out that book, Boundaries, get some self care going on. And you guys, I promise you that you will feel better inside and out, and everything is going to be 100% better in your life. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this Thriving Thursday. We will see you guys again next week, and hopefully, I will have a special guest. Talk to you then. Bye bye.